I've been getting questions about my kids, about why they're so helpful and awesome and stuff, and are they doing that just for the camera? No, they're not doing that just for the camera. They're always like, well, not always like that, but generally speaking, they're pretty awesome. They're my favorite people in the world. And it's because I raised them to be that way. And right now I'm going to share with you something, one of the things that I teach them that's different than kind of the status quo in our society, something that's really important. And I don't give them lectures about this or anything. It's just something that I keep in mind when I deal with my kids, and it is this: as a responsible adult, you should be in a leadership role 99% of the time. So that's the whole thing. Yeah, but Jaimie, what about the boss and the employee? They can't both be the leader. Okay, your boss has a boss, right? Whatever. Let me give you an example. You can be lowest guy on the totem pole. You can be at a construction site, the person who moves sand. And somewhere far off in some building you've never heard of, in some office, there's some guy who says, we need to build a hotel here. And then that guy tells some people, and those people each tell some people, and you get the architects and the engineers and all, it trickles down until it finally gets down to the foreman on your job site. Says to your little group of 5 guys, all right guys, this pile of sand over here, we need to get it into these bins over here. And you got to fill one bin and then the next bin. Make sure one bin is completely filled before you get to the next bin, because the guys can only take a full bin. So make sure you fill one, fill one, fill one. And the foreman says, you got it? And then your guys say, okay. And then out of your little group of guys, there's probably one guy who's kind of the leader, not the official leader, but just kind of like takes the job, you know? And he says, all right, everyone got that? We got to fill the bins one at a time. All right, everyone grab a bucket. We'll go single file to make a one line so that we're not going all over the place tripping on people. First person should be the fastest, last person be the slowest, and let's just human conveyor belt. All right, let's go. And you're third in line. Nothing special about you. You're just this dumb oaf getting the sand, putting it in the bucket, putting it in the bin. However, at that point, it is go time. At that point, you are the leader of your bucket. You are in charge of your bucket. You are the boss of getting that sand into that bin. You are taking care of business. It is your responsibility. You are doing it. If your bucket breaks, you take care of it. Unless, there's situations where you have to ask for help, but generally speaking, you are in charge. You are taking care of business. That means the entire time you're doing the thing, you are the boss of yourself and of the bucket and whatever. And if your foreman comes over and says, hey, you guys need to do this differently, you are in charge of making sure it gets done differently. You are the boss 99% of the time. Now, if you're making dinner, and I don't care if you're a man or you're a woman and you make dinner every night, or maybe you take turns, doesn't matter. If you are making dinner, you are the boss of making sure dinner is going to be amazing. Make it the best you can be. You are in charge of that. You take the leadership role. You are the boss of that. Now, I learned this concept when I was something like 24, 25. I had a job where I was working for a lady, and the situation was that her husband had died, and there was a lot of different stuff that had to be done, and she hired me to take care of a lot of different stuff that she couldn't, it was too much for her. She couldn't handle it. And one day she said to me, Jaimie, can you take care of this thing here? I don't even remember what it was, but it doesn't matter. And I stood there and said, okay, to do that, it was kind of a complicated, difficult thing, and I started talking out loud. To do that, I'm gonna have to, and she stopped me and said, I don't wanna know. If you can do it, just tell me you can do it, so that I can forget about it, I can take it off my plate, and then I don't have to think about it, I can focus on my own things. And it clicked in my head, and I was just like, oh, duh. And from that point on, anytime she said, can you do this, I would just say, consider it done. Yes, no problem. It's taken care of. Don't worry about it. whatever. I just yes, it's done. And from then on, that's how I always deal with things. Because once I get a job, I'm the leader of it. I am in charge of figuring out how to make it happen. And if you get stuck in this idea, and this is some dumb idea that's kind of like spread around our society a lot. The entire idea of leadership and submission and all this stuff is so screwed up in our society right now. But there's this idea that if you're not the boss, then you're in this subservient, submissive role where you're just supposed to say, okay, how do I do it? What do I do? Where do I put my feet? Can you hold my hand? Well, I don't know where the thing is. How do I? That person is completely useless and infuriating to deal with. Once you get a task, you got to be the boss of that task. You are in the leadership position 99% of the time, 99% of your life. If you are in a relationship with someone and they come over to you and say, I was gardening or moving a thing or whatever, and I got this knot right here. Could you help? Now you are the boss of getting that knot out, and you get in there and you get that knot and you get feedback. Is that right? Right? And you take care of it. You take care of business. You are the leader there, and you boss that thing. You take care of it, right? Whatever you're doing, take the leadership role. 99% of the time, you should be in the leadership role. Be open to taking the feedback that you need to take. But 99% of the time, you should be leading. Okay, for the parents out there, how does this apply to being a parent? Well, when I give my kids a job, that is their job. They take care of it. I don't hold their hand. Maybe, the first time I'll make sure they know what to do, and I'll kind of keep an eye, but I'll try to step back as much as I can. Now, if it's something that's like possibly dangerous, like using a saw for the first time, okay, I am there with them, like making sure. But like, if one of my kids wants to paint the house, the new house we're building, my daughter wanted to paint it. She'd seen me do it. She basically knew what to do. I said, okay, you just gotta make sure you mix the paint. And she's like, okay, I got it. I know what to do. And then, I just let her go. And I kept an eye on her, and a little bit later, I was like, hey, if you want to make this a little bit better, do this a little. And she's like, oh, cool, that totally helps. And give her little tips, but basically that is her job. Like, she is in charge of that. And if you have kids and you give them something to do and you won't just let them do it, you constantly say, you're doing it wrong, stop it, you're doing blah, blah. They're not going to take a leadership role in whatever they're doing. They're not going to care. They're not going to get interested. They're just going to be like, as soon as I move, I'm going to get yelled at. And that's all they're going to be thinking about. So as a parent, you got to step back and say, okay, they're not going to do a perfect job on the first try. But give them the responsibility. Let them take it. Let them take the lead with what they're doing. And they become way more awesome people.